Okay, hello. Now I'll be showing you how to get, well, pretty much anything running on your GameCube. Today we will see how to get a N64 game up and running. Okay, first thing you'll need is an SD card. Many different ones work, a lot don't work. Um, all the ones I had, the only one I think that worked was a SanDisk 1 GB card. You can try out with many cards, but SanDisk 1 GB was what worked for me. So it has to be under 2 usually. You can just try it out and see what works best for you. But like I said, for me, 1 GB SanDisk. Okay. First thing we need is SD load. It lets us load stuff that SD Media Launcher normally won't let us load. So here's the website. I already have it downloaded. There'll be a link in the video info. Click on it. Once it's done downloading, you need this file right here. Okay. Yep. This one right here. Copy. It. Paste. Okay. Now we're going to need to give it a specific name so it will launch every time we start up our GameCube, so we don't have to load it manually. I have a file named right here. Here we go. Alright. So we're going to give it a name. Oh, great, I messed it up again. Okay. Okay. Auto X. EXEC. Okay, you have your file. Auto exec.dol. That goes there. Next thing we'll need is the game. Cube 64. Which also there should be a link for in the downloads page. Okay. Once you have that right here, just click on it. You'll get some files and folders and stuff. Copy those to your SD card. But before you do all this, it's really important that you have your SD card formatted a specific way. If it's not, it may not run at all. So make sure your stuff's backed up before you format it. I'll show you how to do that. Alright. Right click, format. I'll give you some options. Make sure it's FAT, not FAT32, because FAT32 does not work. The type that work, you can usually use the default for this, but the one that worked best for me is 16 kilobytes. So yeah, you can do whatever label you want. That doesn't matter. All right, and now the last thing we need is last thing we need is a game. Open up the Wii 64 folder, ROMs, and here mine right here. Okay, I had them from the last video. So, all right. Now, if you guys are wondering what this big black box is, you'll see in a second. All right. I'm gonna eject my SD card, take it out, put it in my GameCube, boot it up. And there is my TV screen on my computer. It's not an emulator or anything, it's just a capture card. Shows the action replay thing because that's all SD Media Loader really is. Brings up SD load. And we go to apps. And let's see what folder it was in. Okay, apps. Wii64. Okay, it's in the main folder. Never mind. Let's go back. It's called cube64.dol. Let's go down until we find it. Here it is. Click on it. And here it goes. It's a lot faster. This is the latest version. A lot faster than before. Let's load something up. SD, Super Smash Bros. Using the D-pad to move. For this and SD load, you both have to use a D-pad in order to move it. To optimize, usually best to play with audio off. And let's play. May look really fuzzy, but that's because it's on my computer screen. Looks better on normal TV, still kind of slow. I suggest this more for versus matches, because if you do one-player mode, it will usually crash after you beat, I think it's Fox, so better for just versus stuff. It's kind of buggy still, but it still lets you have the nostalgia of playing those old games. Yeah, my capture card I got for like $10, $20, something like that, so it's not all that great, but it gets the job done. Let you see me fight a match. And by the way, if you want to know what product you need to get to run this thing, this thing right here, I'll have a link to that too. And okay, here's a picture of the card I have. You can get it for like $5, so it's really cheap. If you get the $20 media loader, it does not come with its own oh man, it's died. Does not come with its own SD card, so that's the cheapest one though. So for $25, you could get this, and it works just fine for me using my formatting. Again, if you have an SD card like that, you can just try that. I'm trying to beat up him. Oh, come on, Mario. Ah, come on, he hit me back in the tornado. Alright, you can just watch me fight for now. Goes quite a bit faster than their sound. Oh man, threw it the wrong way. Ah, he ducked. Okay, well, that's about it. So it's pretty easy. Just get those two files, put on your computer, open them up, put them on your SD card after you format it. And remember, formatting will kill any data that's on there, so make sure you make a backup first. So, yeah, that's about it. It's pretty easy. So, but the hardest part is finding an SD card that works with both SD load and media launcher. But after you get that and you get the files on there, it's pretty much straightforward. Oh, let me show you where to put your ROMs when you actually get them. Well, let's just pretend this is your card. You have your Wii, you just open up your Wii 64 folder, even though it's Cube 64 ROMs. Drag and drop your V64 or Z64 or whatever file it is right in that folder, the ROMs folder. That's on your SD card. Alright, that's it. Let's go close the recording.